Alright, well, it's right there. I passed the door. There it is. Asta seems to have something on her mind. Perhaps you should talk to her about it. Okay. Speak to Bastila.
How can I help?
You want to talk to me about
I would
something?
like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces.
Before we rescued you.
I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you.
Can't you just admit that you were rescued?
I'll admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the brawl after the swoop race. I guess I should thank you for that, at least. Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find me there, yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulca prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus swoop champion. That's quite a resume.
And rescued the damsel in distress. Don't forget that one.
Yes. Well, I hardly consider myself a damsel in distress. I'm a member of the Jedi Order, after all. But I won't deny you've impressed me with what you've done. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force.
Are you trying to say I can control the
Force
Force?
is in all of us, though for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. But there are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success, though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is...
What are you trying to say?
I'm sorry. I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council. For now, let's just accept the fact that you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
Okay.
Yes?
Let's level up Bastila real quick and equip her stuff. We put Brejik's belt and armband on her. Her energy shield. Emerald band. Brejik's gloves. And she can't have any implants. Ooh. To raise her strength. Her treat injury. See what powers. I don't like the idea of force speed. I think I'll go with that. Injury. Let's do. Shucks, that's a tough one. Stun droid is pretty good, I feel like. Finally get a feat. So let's go with toughness on that one. And for force power, we'll go with Cure. So I don't have to use as many med packs. And that should be good for now. I wonder if I could disable the force effects. I don't think you can in this one. I think that's the second one. Yeah, does it look like it? Because when I use force speed, it gives this blurry effect whenever you're running, and it's really ugly. In Knights of the Old Republic 2, you could disable that effect when you use force speed. Force speed is a pretty good skill to use. Oh, where am I going? I'm supposed to be going to the cantina.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for.
What are you talking about?
My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them, and I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet.
How do you plan to do that?
I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
You don't need to ally yourself with this person. We should move on while we can.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns.
What's in this for me?
Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk.
How are you going to manage that?
Not yet. First you bring me the launch codes. Then I'll tell you the rest of my plan.
Alright. How am I supposed to get inside the military base?
Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base.
Won't Davik get mad if I take his droid?
Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
Okay, Canderous, you've got a
I
deal.
don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javiar's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Glad you approve, Bastila. Glad you approve. Let's try doing some arena fights. See if we get owned or not. Since I'm only level 3. Ah, mysterious stranger. I knew you'd be back. They all come back. I'm ready for a duel. Think you're ready to go against Ice, human. She's tough, but so are you. There will be lots of action on this fight. Huge perks. Are you ready? Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. Over in this corner, a woman with steel on her bones and ice water in her veins. She's cold and quick as death itself. You know her. You love her. Ice. And in the other corner, a rising star taking that first step into the big leagues. I give you the mysterious stranger.
Okay. Use adrenal strength here. And go into my inventory, use a shield. And let's go Basher. Huh. Come on.
It's over! The fight
It's
is
over!
over! The mysterious
The fight
stranger
is
has
over!
won! Ice is knocked out cold! Looks like we have a rising star in the mysterious stranger, folks. But how high can this star soar? You'll just have to watch and see.